Hello Aries, thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Valima Tarot. It's by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Relationship first, single second, oracle cards come out where needed, necessary. Oh my god, where did that come from? Come out where necessary. Necessary and needed just kind of tripped there. I don't like that. That was not fun. I almost thought the word neglected was going to come out. Didn't sound that way to me when I heard it coming out of my mouth, and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like the way that sounds. What is going on here? The first card I'm pulling on your partner side, Five of Wands in the challenge spot. Conflicts, controversy, there's a lot going around this person. And I'm getting there's a lot of confusion, a lot of anger. Really. And I'm getting like this seems to be setting the tone here. Now, I don't feel this anger has... Like, are you catching some of it? Because it feels like you are. It feels like you are. And I'm getting like they're very frustrated and they're trying to balance out a lot of things. I got the High Priestess here. And right on top of it is the Justice and the Energy. Or creativity. Creativity. Justice and creativity are right on top of it. They are working things out. But I feel like you're catching some of this aggression. And I don't feel like that's quite fair. Because I'm getting your partner is really dealing with a lot of stuff. They're finding creative ways to balance things out. Things are working out. They feel like things are working out fairly. I'm getting they're kind of intense. Hopefully that's not coming at you too strongly, but I feel like in some cases it may, where there's like a few little arguments where they're just really kind of pushy and demanding certain things. I'm getting you have the Moon card with safe travel. I'm getting you might be distancing yourself from your partner. This is Aries. And I feel like one of the reasons you're doing that is because you don't want to really get into a big argument here, because I feel like they're kind of pushing your buttons. It's little things, I feel like it's little things that they're coming at you with, if that's the case. It's just little things. And I feel like you don't want to get into an argument over little things. So you're pulling back. And you're giving your partner some space, you're giving yourself some space. And I'm getting the safe travel with the Moon card is like, I feel like you're finding ways to avoid your partner. This may be a good idea at the moment, though, because it's very temporary. It feels like it's too intense. I'm getting also, your challenge card is the Ten of Cups. I'm getting you're finding other things to enjoy life. You're finding other people to connect with. There might be family or close friends you're hanging out with at this time. And you're just kind of lightening your own energy because you don't want to connect into theirs, because you're like, well, we could end up having quite the fight if I connect into that. I don't want to do that. And you're finding things that you enjoy, and you're just kind of relaxing and just backing off from the situation. I did notice that the Five of Wands is in their challenge position. I feel like the challenge for them is how to deal with it and not push it off onto the relationship with you. That seems to be their challenge. Now this is square one. This is where we're starting. Now, I do get at some point your partner is coming at you. I don't know if it's negative though, because they're coming towards you. They got the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. The Eight of Wands is spiritually, like this is going to seem to come out of the blue and come fast. The Knight of Swords is communication coming from your partner. Like they're coming towards you quite strongly, quite quickly. And there's something that they want. Is that right? Or is something that they're dealing with? Something that they want. They need something from you. Now, it's either they want you to go to something with them, or they need you to pick up some slack that they would normally do for them. Now, I do see when they're coming towards you, and it seems to come out of the blue, I'm getting that they're pressed to the edge. Because I'm getting what helps them is the Four of Cups. Like, they don't want to do this. They don't want to. They don't want to like try. They don't want to like rely on you to help them in the sense of like they really desperately need this, and they're like, I feel like they're coming at you like they need you to help. They're drowning a little bit, and they need your support. They need you to help them with this. And I'm getting the Four of Cups with what helps them is like they don't really want this to be this way, but I'm feeling like they're falling short. Whatever the situation is, all this controversy and anger that's going on here, it's overloading them and they can't handle it. So I'm feeling like they're coming towards you, like they need some help from you. They're asking you for something. They want something. And the Four of Cups, with what's making it better for them, is telling me they don't really want to do this, but this is what actually is going to start relieving some of the stress. Now, when they do this, I also get two things, which may seem very contradictory, but here's what I'm getting. The Three of Swords, like, I feel like to them they're failing. Like, the situation is out of control, they can't control it on their own, they need help. You're not the only person they're looking for. You're not the only person they're getting help from. How's that? Because I feel like the situation is slipping out of their grasp, and that's one of the anger connections here. I feel like they're losing. I feel like they're losing. In their mind, they're losing. It's very frustrating. So the Three of Swords is telling me they're actually failing at this situation. They're not, in their mind, they're failing. Let's put it that way. It's not turning out the way they want it to. The victory is the support from you and the people around them. That's the victory. Because I feel like you're doing what you can to help your partner. I don't feel like the situation became bad between you and your partner, but I feel like your partner's going through some stuff and they don't like how this is playing out. They're very angry. They're very unhappy about the situation itself is playing out, but the victory is the help you're giving them. You're helping them move through this. You're helping them get through this. That's their victory. Is that right? Okay. Because I'm also seeing, this is connected with the Three of Swords, the Hermit card. They don't want to give up, and they're trying to find a way to pull this out of the dumpster. I don't feel like that's going to happen, though. But the Hermit is a major arcana. Like, they're definitely going to try. And I don't feel like you can stop them from trying. But I just don't feel like they can pull this out of the dumpster. I just don't. The victory, again, is the support they're getting from you and some other people around them. Now, I'm getting, the way you're seeing this, I feel like you're getting more clues about what's going on here and the fact that you're having to help them the way you are. You're seeing that the ship is going down. Whatever it is they're dealing with, I feel like you're seeing it. The ship is going down. And I'm getting the Ace of Pentacles for you. As they're coming towards you and asking for help, you're like, for you, I feel like you're getting the clue. Like, this isn't going well for them. And you're just going to support them. The Ace of Pentacles is like the long haul. Like, this is the first shot for the end. This is like the first indicator that this is about to sink. This is the first indicator that this boat will sink. And I feel like the Ace is saying, especially since it's Pentacles, like you have to get ready and prepared for that to be the reality going forward. Spiritually, you have the Page of Wands. Just follow what your partner wants, not to make an issue of it. Because I feel like you might be like wanting to help them like address and accept what it is so that they can let go of it and actually move forward and just go in a more lucrative direction, a better, more enjoyable direction. That might be kind of like a little bit of your instinct. But spiritually, they're saying just follow along with what they want. Let them come to terms with it on their own. I don't feel like you're directly involved in this situation, but I do feel like you're seeing it play out, and you just got to let them play it out on their own. Because there's two things here that are making this better. And you got the patience, but what's making it better is because part of this, you don't really know some of the details to what's actually happening. And I'm getting the Hanged Man is saying that's actually working to your benefit because they need to come to terms with this on their own. I feel like you're right in realizing that, the sooner you let this go, the sooner you can move in a better direction and actually, do something constructive with your energy. But they're not there. They need to go through this process. They handle life differently than you is what I'm getting. So I do realize you're not able to really put in your 2 cents to help them move on from this, but that's kind of serving its purpose. You don't have enough information to do that, but they need to go through this process to truly resolve where this is ending up and to let it go when it's time to let it go. This seems to be just the beginning of that, though. It's kind of like the hull of the ship has gotten some major damage. It's starting to sink, but your partner's trying to save it. And I feel like you're realizing they're doing a lot of wasted effort because it's going to sink either way. But you got to let them do it because you don't know exactly what's going on. And you need to let them just kind of do it. You need to just let them go through it. At this point, I just feel like you gotta kind of just survive through this with them. Okay. I think we're good. All right, so that's what we have for Aries relationships. What do we have for Aries singles? What do we have for single Aries? Messages for single Aries. Messages for single Aries. Empowering information for single Aries to help them see what's truly happening and empower them to move forward the way they would like to go forward. Single Aries. Single Aries. All right. Let's do some of these. What do we got going on for that? Just two, huh? Well, confidence is at the bottom. Confidence is at the bottom. Who needs that confidence, though? Is it you or the other person? Because I'm starting to think it's the other person. Now, the situation seems to be rooted with the Five of Pentacles. I'm getting this other person... Excuse me, my nose is going nuts. The other person... I'm just feeling like they're not up to par with what your life usually is. There's something about this person that you're attracted to. And they're just not... However you live your life, I just don't feel like they're at the same rhythm. I think I want to say rhythm. Because I'm not feeling like a good, bad, or better, worse feel. I'm just feeling like their rhythm is different than yours, but your rhythm seems to be something they would like to achieve. I hope that's coming through well. I don't want it to come through rude, because I almost feel like this is a card of lack. I mean, it is. The Five of Pentacles is like somebody's lacking and wants more. And I feel like there's something in their life that they're not up to speed the way you are and they'd like to be. Now, this brings forward a lot of insecurities. Because I'm getting, you got two Knights and the Queen here. You've got the Queen of Fire here at the bottom, the Queen of Wands. You've got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire in the center. And you've got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Air at the top. And you got another fire card in the mix here, the Eight of Wands. So you got a lot of fire with a little bit of air, which to me is just enough communication to really get this moving forward, because there's a lot of action with a little bit of communication, but it is a Knight, so I shouldn't say it's a little bit. It's purposeful. Really shouldn't say that's a little bit. It's definitely strong communication, so let me put it that way. But it's active communication. It's move forward communication. It's like, I'm going to do this. Let's get going. You pick that up. I'll pick this up. Let's go. Let's do. And then you get the Knight of Swords, which is action, like communication during action, sure, but like that's in motion. Then you get the Queen of Wands, who's always in motion, in my opinion. Getting things done, moving forward, following her heart, following her desires. And the Eight of Wands is speed, quick. So like there's all this in the center, and I feel like this is like the center line saying this is what's kicking this forward. This person may have doubts or insecurities, but you're not holding back. You're like, let's do this. Don't worry about it. It'll solve itself. It'll get better over time. Like, if there's something I have that you want to achieve the same level, I'll show you how I did it, and I'll help you achieve the same level in your own life. Like, don't worry about it. We're going to move forward. I'll tell you how I did it. It's not a problem. Like, I don't feel like you're seeing this as something to hold you back. Is that right? Because I feel like you're not held back by this. The other person seems more held back by, like, something you do well. They're not doing well at this point, and they wish they would. They'd like to be. Because I'm getting that Five of Wands energy for them that's going into abundance. And I'm feeling like that Five of Wands is saying they're insecure. I feel like there's insecurities here. And I'm feeling like they feel like they're lacking. They want this abundance. They're not realizing what type of assets they have. They might not be doing as well in certain areas of life as you are, but they have other things they're bringing to the table. There's no, like, I don't feel like they're really that much at a deficit as they seem to think they are. As I'm throwing cards off the table. But I'm also getting, like, this is like your Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. The resistance you're getting from this person is making you wonder, can this be a stable relationship? Can this work out? If this goes forward, will this work? Because of the resistance. Going forward in the future, I got the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is telling me, it does seem like you guys are trying. I do feel like you're trying, but I'm also seeing as you're trying, no, this is first by itself. I'm getting you're pushing this forward, and you're getting this person to, like, exclusively see you. But you're definitely in charge of the situation. Even if this other person is pretty strong on their own, and, you know, I'm not feeling like you're making decisions for other people, if that makes sense, but you're directing it in the sense of, like, we should do this. Let's keep going. Let's give this a shot. I feel like you're cementing in with this person. You're giving this 100%. And I feel like they're following. They're following your lead on this. This is going into the end, which is the Two of Wands with new beginnings, which is telling me this is either going to snap into focus and move forward, or you're going to... No, I feel like this is going to snap into focus. I'm getting, like, the Two of Wands with the new beginnings is kind of like whatever this person is lacking, you're working with this person, and you're just like, all right, you either have to get comfortable with it, or we need to do something so you can be comfortable with it. Like, if you can't come to that moment on your own, we need to do something so you can be comfortable with it. What do we need to do? Because the new beginnings with the Two of Wands, yep. I'm getting you're looking at possibilities, and you're just kind of like, if we're going to go forward with this, you need to be comfortable with me in my situation. If you're not happy with yours, then we need to find a way to get you to a spot where you are. And if it seems like it's if it's like an unclimbable mountain, then you need to be at least comfortable with where you are and why you're there. Because I'm getting there's a very intense talk here with the Queen of Swords, and this isn't your thoughts. I'm feeling you're bringing this forward. I'm getting you're talking this out with this person. Like, I love you. I see a good person here. I'm not worried about the shortcomings, because I really don't think they're shortcomings. I just think the way we balance, you're seeing it as a shortcoming. And I feel like that's what you're pushing forward here. And when I say you're seeing this as a shortcoming, like the person you're attracted to, they're seeing this as a shortcoming, and you're like, it's not. This balances out. But if you want, I will help you find a way to balance this out to where you're more comfortable. And I'm feeling like you're pushing this forward. I'm getting like you're addressing some problems here, and I feel like this is just cementing in this relationship because you're very invested in this person. They're seeing that, and the way that you're helping them, they have complete confidence, and they're moving forward with you. I feel like that's how this is ending. I'm also noticing, though, this seems to be after you're kind of agreeing to see each other exclusively, because there's like a hiccup there or something, and you're just like, let's address this. Let's deal with this. And you're just going right for it. You're just like, this is what I'm seeing, and this is how it is. Like, I feel like you're just like, straight shooter right about it. This is what it is. All right, anything else? All right, I think we're going to wrap that up there. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.